Hey everyone, it's Chris for Thomann's Guitars and Basses. We are here at NAMM 2020 and I'm standing here at the Strandberg booth with Mr. Ola Strandberg. Hey Ola.
Hi Chris, welcome. What we're announcing right now is the original and Prog specifications of these the neck through guitars. But what's really new and that we're debuting on these guitars is our own pickups. So actual Strandberg pickups that we have developed with legendary pickup designer Michael Frank. And they've been custom voiced for our guitars, and they really just make everything the best it can be. And we have specific voicings for the specific guitar models.
I wanted to ask, like, do the models have the same voicing or?
No, there's a classic, there's an original, there's a fusion, there's a metal, and yeah, we're gonna blow people's minds.
Passive, active, or it depends on the model?
No, they're all passive, and they're all amazing. There's just there's immense clarity with the bottom end you'd expect, and no muddiness, just complete string to string separation, and yeah, tailored to the characteristics that you kind of stereotypically associate with these separate music styles. Obviously, anything is individual, but we've named them to the stereotypes, if you will. But they're all just great pickups.
Medium output, high output, or it also depends on?
Everything in between. Yeah, but this is something we're also very excited about. Per Nilsson of the bands Scar Symmetry, Meshuggah,
Yes!
Skypa, etc. He's been with us for a long time, just an amazing player. He spec'd out his signature model Singularity a few years ago. We're finally at a stage where we've taken that to the next level, so the Singularity 2020, for lack of a better word.
Oh, nice.
They're similar in specs with a basswood body. These have a swamp or an ash top with the rosewood board, but also the True Temperament fretting system.
Right.
And there's a 7 and 8 string model for his respective gigs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I guess I'll let, just since we have Per here, we'll let him tell us why.
The rest.
Yeah. Well, I started working with Lundgren when I got the Meshuggah gig. Just because, like, the first person I called when I had the gig, I was like, called all up and like, can you get me an 8 string? Like, yep. You know, no problem. Like, and what kind of specs do you want? And I was like, put whatever pickups Meshuggah uses in my new guitar. So then it was the Lundgren M8s, and the combination of my Strandberg Singularity and the M8 was just ridiculous, and sounds so beautiful. So when doing this new model, we decided to just keep going with that, and we also put the Lundgrens in. It's more of a vintage sounding, and this is more modern, high output.
Both passive?
Yeah. This is more medium output and more mid-rangey and stuff. And also, I chose to have an HSH combination on this one because this one is like, I only use it for the Meshuggah thing, pretty much, and this is for everything else. So this has to cover a lot of territory for me. So, and also, I mean, I've been playing Strandberg guitars for quite some years now. I have had my production models, but I also have prototypes that Ola built for me. And one thing that I had on a couple of my prototypes is a custom version of the Endor neck that we never implemented on the previous production model, but on this new one we finally made that into the production thing. And it's basically the same Endor neck profile, the weird one that like freaks people out because it's really awesome. But for me, I wanted something that was a little bit thinner, and all this, like the rough like angles in between the surfaces are rounded off quite a bit. So it's it's like crazy smooth. So to finally see this in production,
So it's a little bit thinner, the edges are rounder, and it's not as asymmetric at this end. So this is shifted more towards the center, just to work optimally for Per.
Wow.
So
Great.
This is the ultimate shred weapon. Yeah. And it looks cool also. We have a new look. My previous model had
So
a,
like a
swirl
sandblasted
finish.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The previous one had a swirl finish, and we wanted to move on to something different. And we came up with this idea to have this pour thing. Yeah, so it's like every guitar is gonna look a bit different, you know. Every piece of wood is different, so it's got a bit of that random cool thing.
It's nice about nature. You never know how the grain is.
Every guitar is a little snowflake. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Per. Awesome. And last but not least, new Plini guitar.
Yeah, this has been top secret until now, and the specs are not final. I should say that. As we do with everything, we just want to make sure that stuff works. So Plini's taking this on the road now for a bit, and just getting his feedback.
Okay.
But this is actually featuring a set of Plini's signature pickups. So our own Strandberg pickups that we talked about before, but specified exactly by Plini to be voiced for his work.
Okay.
But other than that, it is essentially his previous signature guitar, but it is a neck through. So we're all pretty excited about this. It's something that Plini's dreamed about for many years. He's been begging me for a neck through for a long time. So it's cool to finally be there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How would you
Yeah.
describe the pickups, the voicings, or the outputs?
They're similar to, this model is based on what we call the Prog model. So it is based on the Prog model, so very modern sounding. Again, amazing string-to-string separation, medium output, I guess, but a lot of clarity and just what works for his music.
All right, Ola, thank you very much for showing us around.
Thank you, Chris. It
Have
was
an awesome
my
show.
pleasure.
Thanks for having us. And you guys take it easy and follow the hashtag NAMM, TONAM it is, hashtag TONAM20. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.